What's going on, guys? Nemesis here. Today, I hit 8,000 trophies. I'm actually 8,062. I played a few more matches later that day, and I got a few more dubs, so I'm gonna show you a few replays, so let's get into it. Okay, so we got our first game here against Wyke. He's gonna be playing the Giants Witch Graveyard deck. This deck's kind of hard, like, if they just cycle Witch in the back, you can't really do anything to it because you have to overcommit to take it out. Like, you have to do Fireball Zap and stuff like that. And if you like use Zap, like Zap's pretty important to keep in your hand. But he's gonna cycle the Dark Prince, and he's gonna cycle the Bandit just to see what he wants to do. And then I think at this point, like, he's gonna go for the Witch here, which I was talking about, the Witch in the back. So at this point, I'm just gonna have to go opposite lane, and I'm just gonna cycle the Magic Archer. I knew he was definitely gonna play squishy units because he knew I just used Zap, so I'm just gonna like predict my Marcher to get some value, and it really works out well. So I'm just gonna use the Ghost to take care of the Witch, and we're gonna be chilling. But yeah, it's kind of hard because in single elixir, if you try to defend the Witch in the back, they'll just giant graveyard you, and it's gonna be really hard to defend the graveyard. So I think it's best to just go opposite lane in single elixir. But if they do end up going graveyard, like giant graveyard in single, the best way to defend it is playing like, don't use your Pekkas in single. It's really bad. So you want to play your Magic Archers in the back, and you want to play your Ghosts and Bandits. Like, you want to play your Royal Ghosts kind of high, kind of on top of the Giant, but on the Skeletons though. And then your Bandit kind of just in the middle. And then that's how you defend it. You don't Pekka because you're going to be too low on Elixir to defend, and you're just going to take way too much damage for it. So just in single, just don't use Pekka, but in double you can do it more. I'm just going to take the Bandit to snipe, and I'm usually just going to go for a Magic Archer, knowing that he's going to have to play some more Elixir like this. Like, he's going to have to play arrows, and I wanted to keep Zap in hand because it's really good if I want to play offensive. So I'm going to have a Royal Ghost and Magic Archer coming down the lane, and I'm immediately just going to Battle Ram this, and then I have Zap in hand so I can be offensive. I'm just chilling now. This part got a little scary, because of the Witch. The Giant Witch counter push is like really hard to defend, but this is going to be another example of me like defending it. So I'm going to go for the Bandit, Magic Archer back like that, and then Ghost High. Just going to try to kill as much skeletons as possible. I'm going to immediately E-Wiz the Witch. I'm kind of just chilling here. I took a Zap, but that was a pretty bad Zap. It only hit like one skeleton, so it didn't give me too much value. I'm just going to Battle Ram opposite lane. And I did that because I didn't want him to get momentum on me. Like, if I just kept continuously defending, I didn't want him to like keep doing it and just me constantly defending all the time. So I'm just gonna put the Ghost High on this Witch, and then that's pretty much easy defense at that point. Just E-Wiz, and then like a Zap to solidify my defense. I played that really well. So let's go ahead and get into the next replay. Okay, so we got our next game here against Takanasi, or not his name, but that's his clan name's Takanasi. He's gonna be playing the Royal Hogs Archer Queen like cannon cycle deck. Pretty hard, but the way I found like to play this matchup, in my opinion, is like I want to try to get a good like rhythm. Like, I want to find my rhythm. Like, I want to be in a perfect cycle all the time so I can be in control. So he's gonna cycle the cannon. As soon as I saw the Fire Spirit in the log, by the way, I just Pekka'd because I knew that that's what I was playing against. So I'm just gonna Pekka the bag and try to build big pushes all the time. I'm gonna dual lane Battle Rams and stuff like that, and then I'm just gonna be chilling here. I'm gonna Magic Archer that so I could take it off the board, so he's gonna have to defend more on my Battle Ram, and just like that, pretty much. So pretty much, if you think about it, his deck only has like Archer Queen and Cannon as his like main troops. And if you know that he cycled his Archer Queen in the back or something, you can safely play like Marchers kind of near the river, because he can't snipe it anymore unless he wants to go for cannon, which is fine. Just know that if they do have Archer Queen in hand, be very careful where you place your Magic Archers, because he's more likely than not trying to predict it. And if he does end up predicting it, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So we're kind of just playing more passively here. I know he doesn't have the best of cycles. He just uses pigs and he uses Fire Spirit. His Fire Spirit is like his kind of main source of just like getting chip damage on our tower. So since he doesn't have pigs or Fire Spirit, it's like another perfect time to just go Pekka in the back. We're kind of just chilling here. It's really important that like if you don't want him to like deliver your magic archer or anything like that, you want to make sure you play your magic archer on the second tile, like near the river, not on the first tile, because that will be in like royal delivery range and stuff like that. Like kind of like that, like right there. I didn't play it on the first tile. And we're kind of just chilling here. I just want to do this because I knew he had a terrible cycle. So I forced out some royal pigs when he didn't want to. It's really good. And then just chilling here. And then at this point in time, you know, I'm just going to roll a Pekka in the back again because it's kind of annoying for him. This is what I was talking about, like finding my rhythm. Like I want to be able to control the tempo of the game. So there it is, his Fire Spirit to get some chip damage. He's going to cycle the Archer Queen, and knowing he cycled Archer Queen, I could kind of safely play my Marchers at the bridge again, or on the river. And then this is really good because I'm going to take the Fireball. Fireball Veilers are really, really good right there, and then it's going to get a really solid connection. He wasn't expecting that, but really, really well played. And then at this point again, like he's going to cycle the Royal Hog, so I'm just going to do my simple Bandit plus Eva's defense, and immediately after this resolves, I'm just going to go for another Pekka in the back. At this point, he's kind of just knowing that his defenses aren't really working at the moment, and he needs to switch up his playstyle, which is fine, like I understand. So he's kind of just trying to use a different playstyle right now. And then I defend that pretty easily. I'm just going to go for a Magic Archer right there, knowing that he didn't have Queen cycle. And then, yeah, taking cannons off the bridge like that is really good because it frees up your battle ram and stuff like that. I'm going to take the Fireball on there, knowing that I didn't have Zap, but his only way to defend was Skeletons, so I kind of tried to predict that, my Fireball with the Skeletons, but it worked out for me. So let's get into game number 3. Okay, so we got our final game here against Namonaki. I didn't really know what he was playing at first, obviously, but I'm just going to be chilling out, see what he wanted to do. Personally, I'm just going to cycle the Bandit in the back because it's just a safe play. And he's going to cycle the Barbarian Barrel. I think I took the Zap on that because I didn't want to take chip damage and stuff like that. I put the Battle Ram in, like, kind of near the Bandit because I didn't, if he had NATO, because he looked like he was kind of waiting a bit, and I thought he was going to NATO, and I do not want him to get King activation. So I'm just going to go ahead and like cycle this Royal Ghost in the back to see what he wanted to do and stuff like that. He's going to cycle Golden Knight, so at this point I was like, okay, you played a 4 elixir card, I'm going to play Pekka then. He immediately goes for an Electro Giant, and I was like, oh man, like I'm a little screwed here, but I knew that I cannot play anything on that Electro Giant. The moment I play like an Electro Wizard, Magic Archer, or Bandit, it's just the Electro Giant's just going to eat it up. He's just going to NATO it. So there's literally no point in me playing against that Electro Giant. What I have to worry about is just getting his tower and tower trading. So that's exactly what I do. I just let the Electro Giant go, and I try to make him like a monumental push pretty much. And it works. So I actually take the left side tower, and I'm going to go ahead and just keep pressuring. And then I'm just going to take his right side tower. This is good. And you know what? Like, I played against E-Giant, and I've done the same, like, tactic on them before, and it's kind of weird, because, like, 9 times out of 10, like, this tactic always works. Like, if they have their, building out of hand, like their Tombstone or Cage, whatever the variant they're playing, if they have it out of hand, if they need, like, 3 or 4 more cards to get back to it, go ahead and, like, play the Pekka in the back, because, like, if they do Electro Giant, you can kind of just tower trade, you just eat the damage, and just make a big dueling push, and it's going to be kind of hard for them to defend, and you're going to be in a pretty good situation, because, like right here, like, he only has 1999 HP, and I'm still at 4032, so, like, the interaction always works a good amount of the time, so I'm kind of just chilling. But, if you don't want to be bold and, like, make that move, because it is kind of scary to do, like, if you don't know his, like, exact cycle, like, what you want to do is you kind of just want to, take fireballs like that. You want to get some good damage, and you want to make sure that, like, you're not giving, like, lightning value too much, because, like, they'll always lightning your Electro Wizards and stuff like that. Kind of like this, they'll just keep doing that. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Kind of just chilling here, see what we want to do. I didn't want to cycle Pekka anymore, like, too much, because since it's only, like, you know, it's about to be overtime, he could potentially just take my tower with the Electro Giant if he catches my Pekka out of hand again. And I'm just going to straight up lose the game. I'm gonna go ahead and take the fireball on top of the Mother Witch just to be chilling. And we're kind of just chilling. I'm just gonna try to protect that Magic Archer with the Ghost. At this point, I'm just trying to find the perfect time to attack him. Like, I want to find his cycle, and like, I need to keep that Tombstone off. And that's another thing I do, guys. Like, whenever I see him play Tombstone in the middle, I always use my bandit just to snipe it, just to get it off the map. And this is what I'm talking about. So he doesn't have Tombstone anymore, and this is kind of like my do or die push. I'm just gonna go ahead and Pekka this, and I'm just gonna ghost the middle just to see if he had a Tombstone. But he plays a Tombstone in the back like that. My Pekka takes care of that, which is really, really good. I'm just gonna keep pulling on the pressure, because if I didn't take his tower there, he would just E-Giant me, and then that is pretty much game. So I really recognized the cycle at the end, and I took good advantage of that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll do more videos in the future.